Okay, in this video we're going to set up the Google credentials, and the reason we need them is that when we are interacting with Google Workspace, let's just put on one of these, you have to have a credential set up. And if you click on this setup credential, then you can follow the link here, read our docs if you want to have a go yourself. But basically we need this client ID and this client secret in order for things to work. And it's not very easy to get. It's probably the most technical thing you're going to have to do in this course. However, follow it step by step as I go through it and you won't have a problem. And we're going to make this as easy as possible. So go over to Google and sign in with your Gmail address and then search for Google Cloud Console. And the very first item in the list, Google Cloud, and if you look at the URL, cloud.google.com. So let's click onto that and then you'll see that you are logged in. You should have your avatar up there. Click on Console. And that takes you to console.cloud.google.com. And from here, we want to come up to this area up here. Mine says test, yours will probably say something else, but just click on that and then come to click on new project. And we need to give the project a name. Now I'm going to call mine N8N Docker. I'll call it N8N Docker. I don't have an organization, I'm going to leave that. So I'm going to click on create and you can see it's now creating that project. And as soon as it's created, I can select it. There we go. Now select the project. And you see up here now, it's now got that project selected, N8N Docker. Okay, that's step one. Now come up to the hamburger menu up here in the left. And we're going to go down to API and Services. And then down to OAuth Consent Screen. And as you can see, it's not configured yet, so let's just click on Get Started. And we need to give it a name, so I'm going to call mine N8N Local Install, and then a support email. You can use the email for your cloud account up here, and then click on Next. We want to select External, and this just means that we're going to be able to connect to it from our own computer from within the N8N. So let's click on Next. And it's asking for email address again, so we'll put in the email address of the account, click Next, and then I agree to Google API Services User Data Policy. Of course, you should read that so that you know what you're signing up for, and then click on Continue, and then click on Create. You can see at the bottom it says OAuth Configuration Created. Once you've got this screen, we want to create an OAuth client, so select that. And then we need to choose the application type. Now this is important because if you are using a web host and you want to create this for your VPS, maybe a hosting account, N8N installation, you would choose web application. Because we are running this from Docker on our local computer, we need to choose desktop app and then give it a name. And I'm going to just call mine N8N desktop client, I would say desktop client 1, and then click on create. And as you can see here, we've now got some of the information we need. This is the client ID. So copy it, save it somewhere safe. If you want to download it, you can download the JSON. Let's just click on OK. And there we have now the client has been created. Okay, so now we need to enable the APIs. So we're going to come up here first and we're going to search for Docs. And it says here Google Docs API, so we'll select that and click Enable. Okay, and we want to also have Sheets, Google Sheets API, enable, and then we also want Drive. We want the Google Drive API, enable, and then finally we want the Gmail API. And enable. Okay, so those are the 4 APIs we need for the ones we want. We want Google Docs, Google Sheets, Gmail, and Google Drive. And now, once we have those set up, we want to go back to the Auth Consent screen. Then to Data Access. And now we need to add the scopes for what we're going to be able to do. So let's click Add or Remove Scopes. And you can see there's more than 10 here. We can have a look at more. Let's go down to 100 because there's 63 of them. See, some of these are for Google Drive, some of these are for Google Docs, some are for Gmail. Now, if you don't know which ones you need and which ones you don't, for the moment we'll just enable all of them and then click on Update. And now we have all of those scopes enabled. We need to just scroll to the bottom and click on Save. And then the last thing we need to do is click here on Audience and Publish App. Let's click on Confirm. Your app requires verification. When you've finished configuring your information, please submit your app for review. But we don't actually need to worry about this because it will work for our local setup. So the last thing we need is we need to go back into the Clients section and click on the client that we set up. This will open up the information where we have the client ID, and at the bottom we also have the client secret, and you can copy that and save it to the same document where you saved your client ID earlier. So we're just going to click on the save, and we can go back now to N8N, and I'm going to just close out of this because I was actually setting up an automation there, but I'm going to come out and go up here to create credential, and let's do Drive first. So we want Google Drive Auth2 API. Click on Continue, and it's asking for the client ID and the client secret. Well, we've just saved those to a text file, so paste them in and click on Sign in with Google, and this will open up a sign in box where you can sign in with your Google account. Now let me just expand this a little bit to show you what's happening. It says Google hasn't verified this app. It doesn't know that this app exists. We created it, so why would it know? We've created it, we know it's safe, so we can go to Go To and install that it's safe. This app hasn't been verified by Google. Yes, we know. Just select All, scroll to the bottom, Continue, and connection successful. It says this window will close in 5 seconds, and there we go. So that Google Drive account is now active. Now we need to create another credential. So let's create the credential for Google Docs, and it's Google Docs Auth API, and we're going to follow the same process. So we're going to copy in client ID and secret key, scroll down, sign in with Google again, and just repeat this. So we've done Google Drive, this is Google Docs, you need to repeat it with Google Sheets and Gmail. So when you finish adding all those, you should have Gmail, Google Sheets account, Google Docs account, and Google Drive account. Now there is one more, because if you're using Sheets Trigger, then you need a specific credential for that. And if you just type in Sheet to search, you'll find Google Sheets Trigger Auth. So add that one as well. Add the client ID, client secret, log in, and make sure that is enabled too. Okay, so those are my credentials. Go back to my workflows, they're over here. Go to my credentials, those are the ones we've now got set up and are connected. You've only got to connect them once. So you should now be set, and you should now be able to use those credentials. If we go back to that one that we set up earlier, we had this copy file that we can now select that authentication credential. Let's test to see whether we can actually access my Google Drive. I'm going to go into my Google Drive and I'm going to say, let's create a new Google Doc. Once it's open, I'm going to give it a title of Hello World. And this is my first Google Doc. And if we close that, we should now see it in our drive. I'm going to just refresh to see where it's gone. And there it is. We've got a file called Hello World. Let's go back to the Google automation. This is where we were, copy file. We've selected the Google Drive account and the copy. And then down here, we can say from a list, we want to select a file. And now it's found my Hello World file. So we know it's now connected to my Google Drive. Okay, that's now all set up. We're now ready to start exploring the Google Workspace automations through N8N.